Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Across midfield. And down right around the 37. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing to start the drive. Keene. That's taken in. It's Xavier Liggett. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
A throw over the middle taken in. And inside the brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Off play action. Keene. And he whips that one incomplete there.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Off the play fake. Keene. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 13-yard touchdown run. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the bootleg. Keene. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating from the gun. Keene eluding the pressure. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have taken. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off play action. Keene. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Keene buying time to his left. To the left side, he's got Sanders. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen with... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake. Keene sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Keene. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Off play action. Keene lets it fly for Thielen. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Keene. Throw right side taken by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Keene. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. Keene. That's pulled in by Brooks. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake. Keene. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Still going. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things
taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Off play action. Keene. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Off the play fake. Keene eluding the pressure right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off play action. Keene. That's caught. It's the tight end Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Keene. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. Off the bootleg. Keene. This ball taken in here by Brooks. Touchdown! Jonathan Brooks. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Off the play fake. Keene steps away. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Back to throw. Keene flushed out right. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. And some room to roam now. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Now he's loose again and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal, escaping the pressure right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their... Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. They'll run for the first time with Tyler Bidet. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 5. On the zone read, they'll go with Bidet. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you play strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Barkley. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here?
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And a stretch out only about a yard up to the 32. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Nix throwing on third down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long.
He'll look to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
The kick by Elliott is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4 down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
He'll pitch it back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now he'll try to run with this. On first down, a run with Bidet. Down the left sideline.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now a handoff running left. This is Williams. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Dancing to his left.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
41 yards.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. That's caught inside the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Another try for Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll go back to Bidet. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. Nick's going to give this to Bidet.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He gives it up. And some room to maneuver.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
And a hard-working run down to the 17.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run off tackle right with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Nix.
This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try it with Bidet.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
And he's got it inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately,
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to